Hello friends, I come to you today. I want to share with you the message which I believe by God's grace is going to help you. And today's message is concerned with spiritual realm. Actually, we are coming just back on that topic. I do believe that I made many videos concerning that issue of the spiritual realm and physical realm. I believe there are many videos, so you can go there back onto my channel and watch those videos to get the concepts, to understand how that thing of spiritual realm works. It is in the Bible, because in the Bible we should not ignore it. What has been happening to many Christians nowadays is the problem of saying, like, I want to study what my church only speaks, but if I find out that something is in the Bible and my church has not spoken anything about it, the problem of rain, of sun, that's a problem a little bit, but we survive it. That because I find something that my church doesn't speak anything about, and it speaks a less, it does not concentrate on that, it does not mean that I have to ignore it. It is there for me, and I have to study to make sure that I understand it, and so that it can help me in my spiritual growth. Because this Bible has been written for an individual, though the message is to be applied for the church, and because they are written for the church, still they are allowed for us individuals to learn. Okay, so today we are going to look on the Ephesians, just a single verse, Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. Okay, that's where we are going to study something which is very important. And the Bible says that we rest not against the flesh and blood, but against principalities, against power, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That is our battle. We rest not against the flesh blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers, against the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. First, you must understand, this message was written for the church. So when it talks about principalities, against powers, against rulers, does not mean that that all these are fighting against you yourself as an individual. No, we must know this is the hierarchy, just like an hierarchy of powers. But all this hierarchy is not physical. They are not physical. Against principalities does not talk about the government. You find a person praying against principalities, against government, maybe of someone, against the government, maybe of which country. These are not principalities which are fresh. Because the last part talks about against spiritual wickedness in high places, or in heavenly realm, or in spiritual realm. The same words can be spoken. So we cannot say that this is just like the principalities. What are these? We know the battle that he was writing was between the church and these principalities. When you see the church standing, preaching the gospel, maybe you are planning for the crusade, for public evangelism, okay? And so when you're planning for that, those principalities, they get information. And there are levels of principality of the rulers of the world, of the darkness. What happens is there is a ruler of this normal area, just like a ward, the ruler of like a district, the ruler like a region, the ruler of the country, and it has his office and all members and everyone working in different departments. And so they just say plan. That's why I say principalities, powers, rulers. So they are planned. So they are planning to destroy the church. For example, I'm going to use the simple church, which is known as Seventh-day Adventist, but you can use yours also. That's what happened to Catholic. That's how they were able to overcome them. Okay, Catholic was not bad at first. It was just good. It started with good intention, but those principalities and powers, they overcame the church, and so they are able to invade the church and turned upside down everything in the church. That's why they are still faithful members faithful Christians in those churches. But now I'm going to use an example like Adventist church, which is a little bit active in the public evangelism, though there's also other churches. But I'm going to use SDA as a sample of showing what happens. And this is like this one, like when you're planning for public evangelism, maybe now we are doing media evangelism, whatever, that's a big one, that everywhere they're going to be televisions and projections, that people, we expect hundreds of people in the country, outside of the country, and there are going to be translators in different languages, maybe in Spanish, in Arabic, whatever. That's, you're planning the preacher from somewhere else, you're planning the team. When you are sitting to discuss that issue, those principalities, powers, and rulers of this world, dark world, okay? We are not talking about policemen, about the MPs, about senates. We are not talking about those, about president. No, there are another power beyond this. And so even themselves, they have the meeting. How can we destroy this? How can we make it impossible? And they know, in order for you to succeed, you need preachers, you need money, you need finance. And so they plan that what are we going to do? What we are going to do is to just make them miss money, let them fight, let the preachers get sick. Let's try to do anything that is possible to make it not happen. And so they arrange themselves, and some will come in human form. Hey, that's how it is. They work. They are serious because they know that what you're planning to do for the gospel, it is going to hurt them. So they're not ready to face the consequence. So they will try at the level best to make sure that you don't achieve your plan. So they will plan in a meeting's agenda. You have to go and do this one. You have to go and do this one. Just try the best. They want to get the best music system. Try to make it. They don't get that music system. Just provide the way, because if they miss, they're going to keep trying to get it. So try to confuse their minds. At least they will choose the bad one. Maybe they have to get the generator, electric generator. Just give them which is weak, because we have to switch it somewhere. Do not let them have an ideas on what if something bad happens. Let them not think about the prayer committees. And if they think about that, you demon A, you have to go and make sure that they choose people who are not prayerful. Just try their level best. Try to make sure that they don't succeed. And their members, they are those who are going to engage in those committees. Okay, what do we need to do? Okay, try their best. Make the phone be their friends, that they get less time for prayer. If they pray, they get more power and will be at danger zone. So they keep trying their level best. They're working day and night, sleepless. They don't sleep because they're not humans. But we sleep. That's the good about us, but also it's a disadvantage. But also it is an advantage because Jesus is on our side. So what happens? They plan. This is the principalities there from high ranks, and the other, maybe it's just a big evangelical meeting. What happens? The leader maybe of the continent, that the big demon. Okay, the big demon, not the devil himself. The devil, Satan, is the ruler of the whole world, but the others under him working. So they receive the call. Okay, hey, Demon G, where you are? Yes, we are dealing with that. Have you got information about something which is going to be done somewhere? Yes, we are working. Please, work hard. Work hard. They're planning to do this. Try this method. Try. Send more. Do you need support? Yes, we need more demons. So they had it from maybe somewhere else. Maybe they're in Japan. So some from Japan who have no work, come here. Just... that's how the war is. They come to try their best to make sure that the meeting is not done. That's why you find sometimes you're starting the meetings and then you don't have money. But something good is, we don't have money, but we are going to start it. It doesn't matter. That's the good news about Christians, that they don't care that we don't have money. We are going to make it. We want to build the church. We don't have money. We are going to make it. Hey, find the place to buy the land to build the church. No money, just you find it. You get the money, you pay it. And then how are we going to start to build? You don't have money. Just sketch the diagram for how to get that building up. Where is the money? We don't know. God is going to provide. Until you find the hand, everything at the end, you find everything is just done. Why? Because we have to do things by faith. Because the victory, the war is serious. So we fight against principalities. And this war was written is to the church. But still, it can be applied also to an individual. Why it can be applied to an individual? Because of this element or these weapons, which we are going to discuss later in coming videos. That's what happens, that you have to wear this, but we must know that we don't need to fight physical wars. Sometimes they come, like we see this church is going to accomplish much, but what can we do? Try to initiate problems and strife and jealousy and no relationship and fights within a church, among leaders, among elders, among deacons and deaconesses and different. So people are just fighting, and so because they're fighting, they get an opportunity for them to rest. So when you fight, you don't give them the work. They just rest. See, now we have succeeded at rest. But friends, I want to warn you, when you see strifes in the church, that's not a matter of fighting physically. Some few people take opportunity to pray. Just to pray. Pray. Even the whole church, pray. They say there's something not normal. Pastors, leading players, let the church pray. Those principalities are against your church, but you don't see them. Not fight members. Fight the war in the spirit realm. It is only done in the spiritual realm. So if you pray, means you are attacking them where they. So that's why you need to pray. Okay, you need to pray. We need to know our battle is not a physical. They are planning day and night. Sometimes we need to win this church. But how are we going to make it? It's just easy. Do we have some people who belongs to us? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have this one. They want to go and tell people who are Christian that, hey, go to that church. No, the devil doesn't do that work. Especially for those people who are not connected to the devil directly. What they go, they convince, they know this one, it belongs to us. Just like Judah. This one belongs to us, this one belongs to us, and this one belongs to us. So how are we going to do it? You, demon ABC, go and work with him to make sure you convince him to go to the church. Convince him there's something good, there's something this. The issue, you want this person to go to the church. And the person will come genuinely think that he has been accepted Jesus and joined the church. But he inside, there is no love for God. He just find himself come to the church. And some of them, they are converted completely after reaching there. Those tribes can lose, but some, they remain the same, okay? And mostly, they remain the same. Because sometimes you do the work and they will leave or they will die. God is at work. God is working, defending his church. But I'm not to speak about that God kills them, whatever. That's not my topic today, and I won't talk about it. But what I have to say is, they just bring people in the church, and then because those people belong to them, they are going to give them ideas and the power and the influence. At least you can follow them and follow the ideas. You are bringing the meeting, you are planning for public evangelism, and then one person who was an influence in the church says, no, now we have no finance, so it's better if you can postpone it until the next year. We believe you are going to plan it to make it the best. It comes with good ideas, and people say, yes, let it be. Hey, the issue of saving the souls, just postpone. The time comes when you planned, you haven't prepared. And then he comes. We know we planned this one. Maybe you failed here. Let us wait, but we should plan at least contributing 1,000. Friends, the war is real, and therefore it's these messages. But I know, just I'll tell you the truth. We are fighting. It is only done in the spiritual realm. You can't do it in the physical realm. You don't have to chase a person because we don't know who is on God's side. Disciples did not know that Judas was the son of perdition. They thought that he was with them, but he was against them. He was the devil. Jesus called him the devil, Satan. So that's how it is. So friends, how do you deal with such a situation is by praying. Do not put your faith in the person, no matter what influence does he have, but we need to put our faith in Jesus and do what God told us to do. A person may come a good reason, but please just pray before accepting it. Because measure, that godly or just a wisdom of the devil. I don't say that if you see a person saying to postpone the devil. No. But we should judge things, okay? That's why the Bible tests those spirits. Some spirits have come from the devil, are from the world. So we have to test the spirits. Just try to force it. That's the easy way that you can do to test if that spirit. Try to say, we are going to do it no matter what. If a person becomes hungry, you will know. If you say, we are going to try it at the very best to do it, okay, we don't have to give up. If one says, okay, let us pray, maybe it can be. That's a light spirit. He has seen maybe some problems, just a human wisdom, which is not devilish. But if a person is saying, we are going to do it, and the person say, hey, you're going to do it, I'm not going to participate because you have not heard, hey, no, there's something here. There's a devil working. So my friend, I want to encourage you. You need to be zealous in prayer. To know that our war is not in the physical world. We may see the effects in the physical world, but the results comes from the spiritual world. May God bless you. Amen.